Be a being human. A human being is made up of four basic components. They are mind, body, emotions, spirit. Our current educational system is designed to program a student's mind, body, emotions, and spirit into a being who is an employee. Is that why it's so hard for employees to give up job security and a steady paycheck without real financial education? The emotion for fear runs them absolutely. Without financial education, a being can only be human. Is that why there is no financial education in our schools? That's my opinion based on based upon based upon what my research tells me. The Western system of education is based on the Prussian system, an educational system designed to produce workers and soldiers, people trained to follow orders and do what they are told to do. I am not saying it's bad to follow orders. I follow orders. I obey the law. A person must be a good follower before he or she can become a good leader. When people stop obeying rules and laws, we have chaos. When people stop obeying rules and laws, we have chaos. When people stop obeying rules and laws, we have chaos. My concern is that our educational system uses fear to teach. That is why people cannot think. They worry more about making mistakes, failing, and looking foolish. Without high EQ, emotional intelligence, and financial education, most people leave school and become prisoners in the E quadrant. They cannot escape the torture chamber after graduating from college. Many many A students go on to graduate in professional schools, becoming specialists in the S quadrant. They become doctors, accountants, and lawyers. Many others become self-employed professionals in the S quadrant. They become real estate salespeople, message, massage therapists, computer programmers, web designers, actors, artists, and musicians. Some do exceptionally well financially, but most do not. Others become small business owners in the S quadrant. They may start a restaurant, open a boutique, or a fitness studio. Why do you call the S quadrant the torture chamber? because it's the worst quadrant. The first thing that happens to a person who lead the E quadrant is that expenses go up and income goes down. They then government rules, the regulations are piled down. You have no benefits, no medical and dental insurance, retirement plans, or paid vacations. Your income goes down because you are no longer doing your job, which is to take care of your customers. Your new job is running and building a business and dealing with people who take your time and your money. Is that why 9 out of 10 business fail in the first 5 years? Yes. Does it get better after the business is built? A little, but the torture never ends for the S quadrant entrepreneur. For example, those in the X quadrant will always pay the highest taxes, 60% or higher in some states. In many cases, that is why most stay small. In cases, that is why most stay small. The extra income is not worth the hassle of making more money. What is the good news? The good news is there are many more programs teaching people to be entrepreneurs. Today, many schools are offering entrepreneur programs. Ways make the transition from E to S less risky. The bad news is most programs are designed to teach people to be S quadrant entrepreneurs. What are the benefits of being successful in the S quadrant? The S quadrant is the most important quadrant. Why? If you succeed, you become a real entrepreneur and you will never go back to the E quadrant. The best news: if you become rich and successful in the S quadrant, you are qualified to move on to be the B and I quadrants. That is what Ray Kroc did when he bought McDonald's from the McDonald brothers. He took the brothers' business from the S quadrant to the B and I quadrants and made billions. Have you done the same thing? Yes, not on the scale of McDonald's, but the path I followed is similar. I am not yet a billionaire. Was the process of going from being an employee in the E quadrant and to the S quadrant, then to the B and I quadrants difficult. For me, the journey between quadrants was extremely difficult. Why? Because the education for each being in each quadrant is different. The lessons are different, and so are the personal changes. When I transitioned from E to S, my being had to change. I had to scramble and learn what I did not know. I had no steady paycheck, but I had employees who needed paychecks and benefits. I had to buy desks and office equipment. I had to raise money from investors, raise money from investors to buy inventory for my nylon and Velcro wallet business. Every mistake I made or mistakes my employees made cost me money. Just as a baby pulls before it walks, I fell every day and had to pick myself up. If not for my rich dad teaching me to respect the lesson in every mistake, I would have quit. I would have become what Edison called a believer, repeating his quote. Many of life's failures are people who did not realize how close they were to success when they gave up. I had to go beyond failure before I succeeded. That is how our being transforms, transforms and changes quadrants. Once I succeeded in the S quadrant, I was ready to take on the B and I quadrants. Every successful entrepreneur I know has gone through the same process. When will I learn about the B and I quadrants? That is what the rest of this book is about. For now, I want you to begin to understand the difference between human failures and rich beings. What it takes. Changing quadrants requires more things: spiritual intelligence, your quiet intelligence knows there is a greater person in you, a person who can achieve their dreams. Mental intelligence, the knowledge that you can learn everything you want to learn. Emotional intelligence, your ability to learn from your mistakes in certain situations. Emotional intelligence is at least 3 times more powerful than mental intelligence, especially when you are angry. Resist blaming others, even if it was their fault. Blame is a sign of low stands for blame. Blame being. Remember, all coins have three sides: heads, tails, and the edge. Emotional intelligence is the ability to stand on the edge of the coin and learn from the two sides. Physical intelligence, your ability to take what you learn, turn your ideas into action, and stand back up when you fall. If you can engage all four of your intelligences, you will win no matter what happens in the economy. If you can do it every day, no matter what happens, you will become a strong and greater person, greater than you are today.